circle ominously, like vultures. The USS Laffey is about to face the most unrelenting kamikaze attack in history. April 16, 1945. 50 kamikazes surround the destroyer USS Laffey. The swarm includes Val and Judy dive bombers and Cape torpedo planes. Older aircraft equipped for suicide attack.
These were outmoded aircraft. They could be loaded with explosives. They were relatively easy to fly and stable platforms for doing what they had to do, which is to aim at a ship and try to hit it.
Al Doris watches the terrifying procession from his 40mm gun mount.
Well, they were just about every place you looked. You know, you could see a Japanese plane.
Suddenly, 4 Vals break formation and bear down on Laffey.
They were coming in low on the water, and somebody on our gun said, "Well, here they come. They're coming now."
2 head for the starboard bow. Captain Julius Beckton orders Laffey to come about, hard left 30 degrees, to bring all his guns broadside to the attackers. Laffey unleashes an anti-aircraft barrage. First, the main battery, 5-inch radar-directed guns.
And then they get in a little closer than the 40s. And they get a little closer, then the 20mm will start rattling at them. We just try to stop them as best we could.
Laffey splashes the first 2 attackers, but the other 2 Vals wheel around to come in from the stern. 1 Val sheds pieces of fuselage until its fixed landing gear catches the water. Tracers converge on the second Val. Laffey is barely spared a moment's respite before a Judy screams in from 90 degrees to starboard. Judys are a fast dive bomber, top speed 340 miles per hour. But this one's heading in at a poor attack angle. All of Laffey's guns can train their fire on the kamikaze. But immediately another Judy barrels in on the opposite side. The destroyer's top speed is 35 knots, and it can turn sharply. Captain Beckton orders 30 degrees hard right rudder.
This diving Judy was also strafing with its guns, trying to take out personnel on the command bridge. And so we had briefly a 2-way gunnery duel between an oncoming kamikaze and the defending gunners.
The Judy is no match for Laffey's main battery. The aircraft disintegrates. But its bomb detonates in the water, spewing killing shrapnel over exposed areas of the ship. Planes are coming in from every angle, using specialized tactics developed over months of experience.
A kamikaze attack isn't exactly an easy thing to do. You have about 500 kilos of explosives on board, and you are going at exceedingly fast speeds from very high up. To actually hit the target, it's very difficult.
The Japanese have determined that the most effective attacks are from extremely high or extremely low angles. In the high-angle attack, the kamikazes approach at 20,000 feet, angle 20 degrees down to 5,000 feet, then a steep 50-degree high-speed dive. For the low-angle attack, the kamikazes approach below 40 feet to hide under radar. When they near the target, the pilot pulls up to 1,500 feet for the final plunge, relying on speed and gravity to reach the target, even if his aircraft is hit. The ideal Toko mission can muster enough kamikazes to use all approach tactics together. Precisely what Laffey is facing now. At 8:39 a.m., a Val approaches from the port side, directly amidships. Laffey maneuvers violently to throw off the pilot's aim. Laffey now presents a smaller target. The ship is 377 feet long, but only 41 feet wide.
This did have an effect, apparently, on the Val pilot because he was having to constantly change his aim in order to keep his aircraft